Yo, what is good? Kinfolk, gamers, and all your goodies. Welcome to episode 56 of the XT Skip podcast, where we bring you guys the weekly patch notes. And I'm your boy Thamziri. Welcome. And with me, we got Kid Kojo. I'm going to start with Kojeezy. What's good, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
For Sheezy, my man. And next up, we got Max. What's good, homie?
What up? Shout out to all the people that listen in, whether you're cooking and listening in the background, or you're working and having this in the background, or you're even canoodling and having this in the background. Shout out
yo. Oh,
we hope
yeah.
the voices you make your children too.
Oh, God. Shit. No way. Yeah. Fucking welcome all. We're gonna be giving you some lovely tidbits. So, if you like the show and shit at the end of it, or even now, please give us a like and subscribe. And before we get into it, does anyone have any admin?
I just have one piece. Shout out to Odin. I will be putting up my playthrough review, or whatever you want to call it, of Child of Light. That should be coming out before the month ends. I don't know when, but it's 100% in this. Yeah, let's go with in this month.
Okay, no, I'll wait though. As for me, I got some videos coming as well, but mostly gonna be edited by myself, so don't expect like any fancy shit. And that's all I have. Kojo, anything from your side, bro?
No admin from me.
Okay, I will. Sweet. So let's dive right into it, ladies, germs, and all of you beautiful people. Jeez, bro, my God. Okay, all right. Well, let's get into the gaming news. Max, what's going on there, bro?
All right. So we start this week with Sony. Leaks have come out confirming that there is a PS5 Pro under development, meant to come out later this year for the Christmas holiday, titled as Project Trinity. The console will be an upgrade on GPU, AI upscaling, rendering, and ray tracing, and reportedly will be the most powerful console on the market to date. Personally now, I'm not a fan. I hate mid-gen console upgrades, and I don't think they're necessary. But with that said, I doubt this will sell all that well. I say this with eyes on how poor the PlayStation Portable and PSVR 2 have been performing. Sony this generation has been misfiring badly on hardware, and I feel like this will continue with the PS5 Pro. Watch
PlayStation Portal.
Did I say portable?
Yes, you did.
Why do I always say portable?
PSP? I don't know.
Well, anyway. Then segueing into our next topic, we stick with PlayStation as we talk PSVR 2. It has been reported that Sony has halted production of the device because there is a backlog of equipment as people are not buying it. Again, this goes to show you how useless the company is on the hardware front. I was taught that when you create a product, it is meant to solve a problem, right? Your customers are the people who your product is solving their problems for. So when we think like this, what problem exactly is the PlayStation Portal solving that the Switch, the Steam Deck, tablets, or phones are failing to solve? What problem exactly is the PSVR 2 solving that the Meta Quest 3, Apple Vision Pro, or HTC Vive Pro 2 aren't solving? When they had initially released the PSVR 2, it should have been compatible with PCs right out of the bat. That is something till to this day I don't understand why they didn't do that. It was arrogant and foolhardy of them not doing that, because there are more PC owners globally than there are PS owners, so I struggle to understand how they fumbled that so badly. But we'll see how those things go. Then in other news, do you guys remember that Ubisoft AI generated NPC side quest project?
Yes.
Nope.
Well, we've gotten more word on it as Ubisoft has released news that the project is going along splendidly and they are calling it Neo NPCs. This project is aimed to allow NPCs to talk to players through generative AI.
That's so smart.
When I was reading this reminded me of two things. First, I've seen gameplay footage of people who've attached ChatGPT to PC Skyrim to have their AI companions be able to carry out actual conversations with them, and the results are quite intriguing and hilarious. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
No, I should.
No, you should definitely check it out. On the surface, generative AI looks amazing, but it coming from Ubisoft, I can only see them doing this to cut production costs, like have less writers or use less voice actors or require less programming into NPCs or something like that. Then the next thing it reminds me of is Penguin Z0, playing an investigative game where you as the player has to solve a mystery by interrogating NPCs by asking the right questions. I don't know if any of you guys saw that video of this. Kojo?
I mean, ain't that just Moist Critical?
Yes.
Okay.
Though he's done that with a bunch of games. So I can't really pinpoint which one you're talking about.
All right, but okay, if he's done it with a bunch of games, then even better, because I assume Ubisoft's Neo NPC project will probably be something akin to that. That's what I'm thinking. All right, then talking on our next topic, the Future Games Spring Showcase happened this week, where for those interested, a bunch of games were shown. For those who are not familiar with Future Games showcases, they are predominantly a showcase that shows upcoming PC games. Obviously, some of these games overlap with consoles, but their main focus is PC. So that happened, and the video is 2 hours long. So that is a whole bunch of content for people to indulge on. And annoyingly, these guys still use the whole world premiere thing. Actually, that reminds me, that's a gripe I have, which I want to quickly complain about, which I should have complained about in the admin section. Why the hell do we still use this world premiere moniker thing? Like, it is the dumbest fucking thing that has come to gaming. And the reason why I think it's so stupid is because, correct me if I'm wrong here, but hasn't the whole world premiere thing, doesn't that come from like movie trailers from the Hollywood side? They're trying to mimic what Hollywood does. Yes or no?
Correct. Yeah, I mean, there's appeal to it. That's why.
Yeah.
Like, it
Now,
makes it seem
my
huge.
argument is when movies are doing it, it makes sense because they are hundreds, if not thousands, of cinema, film, movie events which happen globally in America, in Europe, in Asia, hell, sometimes even in Africa and in South America. So for them to say world premiere, it makes sense because when you're in like your Cannes Film Festival, or maybe you're in Thailand and a movie project took place predominantly in Thailand, and they're like, okay, let's show our Thai fans this premiere before anyone else. They're gonna say world premiere, so you know, hey, we're the first in the world to ever see this. Out of so many other places they could have shown this, they decided to show it here. Like you've got the Disney thing and all of that stuff. Video games, there's like 10 global events that take place for video games. You're not going to, nothing is going to go under the radar. So having this world premiere thing is so fucking cringe. Like, so where am I else am I gonna miss this from? There's the whole Tokyo game show thing. There's the whole, what's that other game show that happens in Germany? Then there's E3, which is dead now. Then there's Summer Game Fest, which is recent. Then you've got these first parties holding their own events, whether it's Nintendo, Sony, Ubisoft, or whatever. So when it goes world premiere, where the fuck else? There's not that many other places I'm going to see this. I already know when I'm seeing it. I can tell with little research on my part that this is a first preview. It hasn't been shown anywhere else. It's not like with movies where you have no idea where else they could have shown it. Maybe they could have been private viewing. We don't do that with video games. If we're going to have private viewing for journalists, we'll have reports about it. We don't do, pleb private viewing. Your everyday man doesn't get a private viewing. So this world premiere thing should fucking stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's my rant. To close things off, Margot,
yeah.
How do you pronounce the first name? It's silent T, right?
Yeah. He's French.
Nah, she's Australian, isn't she?
Yeah, but the name.
Margot Robbie is in talks to produce a Sims movie, while Kate Herron of Marvel's Loki will direct it. And with this announcement coming out, I feel like Hollywood has fully embraced gaming movies, but man, the most random ass things are being converted into movies. Like, we're now sitting on waiting for Minecraft, where it's like, what the hell is going to even be the story of that? Is it going to be some Minecraft Steve was a real human being who got teleported into this other world, or what?
Nah, dude, you just gotta fight the Ender Dragon. That's enough content, bro. You gotta go through Endermen, fucking skeletons and diamond armor and shit. Know what I'm saying?
Okay, but then what's Ender Dragon or whatever it's called doing? Is it
it's devouring worlds, bro. Yeah, dog.
So what the hell is so special about Minecraft Steve that he can save the world where no one else can?
He joins a village, right, with all these other villagers who just go, huh. And then like they start to realize that there are creepers coming through. And where are the creepers coming from? A void. They need to go to the end of void and try close it down. Outside protecting it are some endermen who literally will displace you to another dimension for no fucking reason. On top of that, they realize that the only way you cannot be teleported by the endermen is by wearing diamond armor. And then the diamond armor, of course, is being protected by a fucking ender dragon. Damn, that's a movie, dog.
That's the movie. If that's the movie,
bro. And if it is in the movie, best believe I'm calling fucking Scorsese, and I'm like, my nigga, let's write some shit. I'm clearly the GOAT.
Who's directing Minecraft? Kojo, do you know? Since this is more your niche.
It's gonna be some dumb studio or some shit.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Bruh.
Question.
It'll be the people who made Sonic.
Oh, okay, I was about to say hell no, but I was like, no, okay, you know what? They're doing a good job with Sonic.
I suppose. I wonder if they're gonna get like Giga Chad jawline actors. What if like Cillian Murphy is Steve? That'll be crazy.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be Michael Cera, dog. Wait, who?
Jack Black.
Oh, you're lying. No.
No, for real. I don't know if his role has been revealed over what he's exactly going to do, but they have said he's playing a prominent role. Because first, when the rumors came up, what was the Aquaman's actor name again?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Momoa was first attached to the project when it was still in the rumor phases, but when it became concrete that no, this is happening, his name was not anymore attached to it, and instead Jack Black came in. And Jack Black has said he's been playing Minecraft to get ready for it.
Look, I liked him when he was just a part of Tenacious D. Like, him now coming into acting, it's a bit much.
It's funny you say coming into acting. It's like, he's always been an actor, though.
Yeah, he has. Like, since The Holiday and all that, I get it. But, like, dude.
Yeah, he hasn't been, like, the main draw to the movies. He's been more so, like, a supporting role in most movies.
Yeah.
I think his biggest acting role as the main person was School of Rock.
Yeah, no, fuck. Even Jumanji now.
Yeah. Jumanji, wasn't he more like supporting role? Isn't the main actor between Kevin
I don't know. He was the main four, basically.
It was the main four.
Yeah.
I thought it was between Kevin. What the fuck is his name?
Nah, they just have a lot of movies together.
Hard, that's the name. I was gonna call him Kevin Rock, and I'm like, what? Because I was gonna call him Kevin Little. I was like, no, that is.
Oh wow, Kevin Williams.
Yeah, so I thought it was between Kevin Hart or The Rock, as one of them was the main actor, and then everyone else was supporting actors. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure one of those two were the highest paid in the movie.
Oh no, absolutely.
But anyway, as we're getting distracted, that is it for the gaming news.
Oh yeah. Kojo, any from your side, bro?
A couple. First of all, I just want to say that the director for the Minecraft movie is a guy called Jared Hess, and he directed
What is name?
Nacho Libre and
Oh no. Okay.
Napoleon
No.
Dynamite.
No wonder Jack Black is attached to this.
It's gonna be too comedic for my liking.
Yep. But anyway, tell me your news first, and then we'll go with mine because I have a fair bit.
Okay, mine's gonna be quick. So as you guys may have known, Dragon's Dogma 2 is out. I don't know if it's like out or right now, if it's like if you got the early access, whatever shit, you can jam, but whatever. I see a lot of people jamming it on Twitch. Right, so funny enough, most games usually, especially ones as big as Dragon's Dogma 2, imagine Skyrim's map and then you just quadruple that. That's how big Dragon's Dogma 2 is. But anyways, now a game being that intense and that hectic and that amazing, and something that should have probably taken a bit more time to develop, has come up with a lot of bugs. And one of them is due to the memory usage that the game takes up in terms of your RAM, and can ruin the performance of your gameplay completely. Of course, I am talking purely about PC. So in order to do this, there was a subreddit for Dragon's Dogma 2, whereby the entire community has now made a list of NPCs you must kill that don't really matter to the story, so that your computer doesn't have to constantly generate their movement, their graphics, and just their overall fucking code. And it actually improves your PC's performance. So that is, I don't even know what to say about that. That's just some dumb shit. But yeah. And that's I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I've been wanting to play Dragon's Dogma 2 since last year's not Game Awards. I don't know. So there was some game thing where they showed the Shandies, the trailer. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's my gaming news. To Kojo.
Yo. So let's start off with a game that was not announced because, okay, let me take it back. So in 2022, there was the Disney and Marvel game showcase. I remember sitting down on my couch and watching it. They announced a fair bit of stuff. But then what they announced an unnamed Captain America and Black Panther game, helmed by Amy Hennig. Those who knows, developed by Skydance, New Media, and in partnership with Marvel. And helmed by Amy Hennig. Those who don't know who Amy Hennig is, she helmed Uncharted Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, and Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. She was helming
Basically, you should say she's the one who was making Naughty Dog tick with good stories.
Pretty much, yeah. And she moved over to EA and she was working on a Star Wars game which looked to be in the vein of Uncharted, called Project Ragtag, and then for some reason EA just shut it down. Even though that game there was no development hell, it was well in production, they had playable versions of it, it was going well, and EA was just like, nope, screw you. So now she's with Skydance Media, New Media, and so the game went dark after 2022, but it resurfaced at GDC, I believe it was GDC, at the State of Unreal Engine showcase, where they revealed the trailer for the game. It's a 2-minute trailer, which people should go watch. It's pretty cool. And after that, they showed the bit of technology of Unreal Engine 5 and how that they're using that technology to, create the game. And they showed really impressive things with the terrain and the environments and things like that, and the facial animations. And I urge people to go watch that, the trailer and that showcase as well. So the game is called...
Quick question. I have been seeing so much glazing over Unreal Engine 5, but I haven't seen any game where people are like, look at this game. This is why we're excited about Unreal Engine 5. I haven't seen any of that. I've just seen glazing of, Unreal Engine 5 can do this. Imagine the power the physics engine has. Imagine all of these different things we can do. And they have all of these different showcases. And what are they called when you are just given trial runs of something? There's a specific name to it.
Early access, beta?
No, not beta. It's kind of like a showcase, but there's a very particular word for it.
Premiere?
Mm-mm.
Teaser?
Anyway, No. But anyway, I'm yet to see a game which is out on the market for people to buy, which is running Unreal Engine 5, and people are like, this is why we're excited for this thing. All I've seen is glazing and no justification of it so far.
The reason being is that very few games are actually out right now that have Unreal Engine 5. It's still new. That's why you see games moving to Unreal Engine 5.
I thought this thing came out like, what was it, 2020, 2022?
I don't even remember when it came out, but it does take a while to make games.
Yeah, it's a whole new engine, bro. Like, they probably even had to learn certain elements.
Yeah. People are still getting to grips with the new engine. That's why people have restarted the entire game from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. So
yeah, like Hellblade.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a while for you to see a game on the market that truly takes full advantage of Unreal Engine 5, and maybe this might be the one.
Hopefully.
But let me just quickly continue. So the game is called Marvel 1943: Rise of Hydra, and to quote the Marvel website directly, and I quote, "In this new story trailer, players will get their first glimpse of some of the game's talented core cast. Carrie Payton plays Thamziri, T'Challa's grandfather, and the World War II Black Era Panther, while Drew Morlin plays Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. This next actress, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, for the love of God. I've tried over the years. Anyway, Megalyn Jesus. Megalyn Echikunwoke, I believe, plays Nanali, who is a Wakandan spy embedded in occupied Paris, and Mark Richardson will play Gabriel Jones, a U.S. soldier and member of the Harlan Commandos. Lynn Renee will play Julie, a key ally in the French Resistance, and Joel Johnstone rounds out the cast as Howard Stark. And so players will be playing as all four of those characters. So yeah.
At least we don't have another Troy Baker casting.
Yeah, we don't. But yeah.
And what's his buddy's name? Nolan North.
Well,
I'm sick and tired of those two always being the voice actors.
Well, I mean, they're still out here. But yeah, okay. So, any questions about that story?
Nope.
Okay. Next story. Tommy. I'm about to tell you two things. I'm about to mention two things. No. I'm about to mention two things that you like. So, you like Riot games.
They're okay, yeah.
And you like MMOs.
Yes, absolutely.
So you know that Riot was working on an MMO.
Yes.
Well, guess what?
It's finally coming out. No, it's cancelled.
Yeah, I was about to be like, you really think it's coming out? It's more likely cancelled.
Yeah.
It's actually somewhere in between. So it's not cancelled and it's not coming out yet. It's been restarted.
What the Okay. They learned a mistake, I guess.
Nah, that's code for it will eventually be cancelled.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, taken to Twitter, Riot co-founder Mark Merrill, he went through, like, he made a whole thread saying, yes, we know you guys wanted to hear more about the game, but we restarted it because we didn't want the game to feel generic to players. We didn't want it to be, another MMO with a Runeterra skin on it. Excuse me.
Wow.
So he pretty much, said that, and he went on, a whole, not rant, but he went on a whole, speech. And then he was like, in what's what I'm looking for? To help with the reset, Riot are bringing on a guy called Fabrice Condominas, who will serve as the MMO's executive producer. And he worked with EA, and so that is Riot and the MMO. I was really keen to see more because I like MMOs and I like the universe that Riot has made. So I was really keen to see more, but it looks like it's still a lot of years away. And finally, let's talk about Max's favorite of all time, Gaming media company.
EA.
No,
No,
like media.
Media.
If it's what I think it is, I was thinking rather let this story cook and see where it develops to.
Okay. So, Geo Media, who pretty much owns this company that I'm going to mention,
Let's see if Tommy can guess it.
Yeah,
Pokemon
Tommy.
Go.
No, it's not a game developer. It's like a
Niantic.
journalist.
There are only two media companies who I hate.
IGN and Kotaku.
There we go.
Yep, those are the two.
Hey.
Now, which one is it?
Kotaku.
So, Geo Media, who owns Kotaku, they announced that, well, the editor-in-chief, Jen Glennon, announced her resignation. And she took over in October of 2023, I believe. And she announced her resignation.
Can you play the world's smallest violin for me?
Okay.
And the reason why is... Okay, guess.
I know this story.
Oh, you know the story.
Yeah. She came out as trans. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. No. So in a resignation letter, she said that she was stepping down because the management, or GO, the management, they wanted Kotaku to pivot from news in favor of guides. And she wasn't a fan of that. And she was like, I'm out, deuces.
Okay, shame.
Yeah.
No shame.
You know, people have had their takes on that. And
in an alternate timeline, Kotaku doesn't exist. I'm saddened that I don't live in that timeline.
Yeah. So this is what she said, and I quote, "After careful consideration, I have concluded that the current management structure and decision-making process at Geo Media are not aligned with my values and goals for Kotaku." End quote. And then she went on to say, and I quote, "I firmly believe that the decision to invert Kotaku's editorial strategy to deprioritize news in favor of guides is fundamentally misguided given the current infrastructure of the site. This decision is directly contradicted by months of traffic data and shows an astonishing disregard for the livelihoods of the remaining writers and editors who work here." End quote. So yeah, she did not mince words.
I didn't know Kotaku does news. I thought they just do leaks and opinion pieces.
You know what? I think the only good thing to me about Kotaku, I'm not a hate on Kotaku, but let's say, to me, the best thing about Kotaku was Jason Schreier. When Jason Schreier left, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments reflecting that, saying once he left, it became a shit show.
Yeah. And I think his talents are better served at Bloomberg, although I'm not a fan of Bloomberg because you need to pay to read the articles. And I think paying for news is stupid. But what do I know?
Hey, man. There's always ways around those things.
No, there are. I'm not advocating for them, but yeah. And yeah, that is my gaming news.
Oh, wait. Danko. All right. Moving on to the gaming corner. What's been released?
Okay, let's start off with MLB The Show, which is the yearly baseball game. Released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch for some reason. No offense, Switch. Released on the 19th of March, 2024, currently sitting at an 81 on Metacritic. Pretty cool. Next up, we have the reimagining of the 1992 game Alone in the Dark, voice crack, Alone in the Dark, called Alone in the Dark, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC, released on March 20th, 2023, starring some big names, starring Jodie Comer from Killing Eve as Emily Hartwood, and David Harbour as Edward Carnby. David Harbour, obviously known mainly for Stranger Things. So, big names there. And the game is currently sitting at a 64 on Metacritic. Next up, we have a game called Midnight's Ghost Hunt, which was released on PC on March 21st, 2024. Next up, we have Dragon's Dogma 2, a big one of the year, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Tommy just spoke about it. Released on March 22nd, 2024. Tommy, what is his Metacritic score?
74.
74. Maxwell.
89.
Maxwell is the closest. It's sitting at an 87.
Hey, nice.
Second to last, we have Rise of the Ronin, released on PlayStation 5 on March 22nd, 2024. Currently sitting at a, what do you guys think on Metacritic?
85.
85? Okay, Maxwell, Tommy?
79.
Okay, Tommy's the closest, 76.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
Dang.
Yeah, but hey, man, it's in the green, so that's good.
Suppose.
I mean, 75 and above is green. To me, 79 is the lowest green number in my opinion. Once you get below 79, it shouldn't be green. It should be yellow.
Deep. And finally, we have a game that Maxwell was looking forward to called Princess Peach Showtime.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Released on Switch on March 22nd, 2024. Maxwell, Metacritic score.
I'm stuck in the middle for this one. Part of me is going for Nintendo glazing, but then of late, Nintendo haven't been hitting these out of the park. So I'm gonna stick with what the late trend has been and say 74.
Okay, 74. Tommy?
85.
85. Maxwell, you're the closest, is sitting at a 75.
Hey, nice.
And I believe that is it for the gaming news. Not gaming news. That is it for the release of the week. And now let's talk about, Maxwell, you wanted to talk about Dragon's Dogma real quick?
Yeah. Pretty much the Discord over Dragon's Dogma, what has been happening. So this game, it's funny how it went from highly anticipated, I was even calling it Game of the Year contender, to now, yeah, there's no way in hell this is going to be a Game of the Year contender. It might be a nominee, but it's not going to win Game of the Year. So basically what happened is there's a lot of scummy thing Capcom has done, which has rubbed people off in the wrong way. Where, although it's, what did you say was the score, 86?
87, I think.
87. Although it's an 87 Metacritic score, on Steam, its score is largely negative. Because, one, the game has microtransactions, which were disabled when journalists and reviewers were playing the game. And then once fans got access to the game, these became enabled. And I thought this practice was dropped after so many other games were panned for this. Like the most recent one I remember was Crash Rumble, whatever the hell it was called. Was it Rumble or was it the racing one?
Rumble had it, yes.
No, I think it was the racing one where
City Rumble, some shit.
The reviews came in, and then after, when people could buy it, they released the microtransaction. So, part of a microtransaction, or part of the things are buying skins, being able to edit your character's appearance, having access to items, key items, and different things like that. And some people have gone out to highlight that, hey, don't buy any of these things because you have access to them in the actual game. And then the other scummy thing which was done is, you know how these type of games you can usually have cheats and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You have to pay for those cheats.
What? Okay.
Yeah. People are really not happy about that. What do they call them nowadays? Admin something.
I forget. I don't know.
But it's admin something or something admin. But basically like having admin unlock on your game and then being able to, like GTA cheats type of thing.
What? Fucking. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so all of those you have to pay.
Okay.
And so people are not particularly happy about all of this. And some people are like, yeah, imagine we went from Dragon's Dogma 2 to this now. And also how this seems to be a trend of Capcom where they are leaning into heavy in microtransactions, where people are comparing this to Monster Hunter, where they're like, Monster Hunter is exactly this. And I did not know that about Monster Hunter. That was a game I actually wanted to get, but now hearing this, I'm glad I never went for it.
That's interesting because like I play Well, not religiously, but I've played Monster Hunter. The only reason I can't get behind it is the flippin' UI. There's just so much like to read and to have on your screen. I don't know if it's something you can take off, which I'm sure it is, but still, Jesus. I don't have to like read a Bible as I play a game, dog.
Oh, I just skip those things and I go. If it's important enough, I'll realize it for myself. Otherwise, somewhere down the line, if I'm really into the game, when I'm watching somebody else play or I'm reading about the game, I'll discover about these things. Like you don't know how many games I've played where there are certain features or abilities I had no idea about, only to find other people using them. I'm like, damn, that would have actually made the game so much easier.
Yeah, but I mean, if they explained it like nicely at first, not bombard you with info, same thing, dog. Like, shit would have been easier for you.
Some developers don't know how to handle info dumps. Like I remember Final Fantasy 13. Oh my goodness, the amount of info dump in that game, and there's some people out there who are stupid enough to believe that's a good game. No, it's not.
Hey, bro. Fuck. By the way, is that all from your side, Max?
Yeah, boo.
Okay, Kojo?
Yep.
Okay. I guess the only release I have for Gaming Corner is World of Warcraft has now released a battle royale mode called Plunderstorm, where you will obviously just like land in one of the pirate islands in the game, and instead of like your usual MMO abilities, you'll just get like random abilities as a pirate for you to just obviously be the one person who gets the One Piece. Essentially, you know, you get the One Piece, but it's just to say that there's a final treasure that you must like, you know, be the first to get and be the only one to get by eliminating all the other teams. So I've seen some of it. It looks okay-ish. It's still, yeah, I don't know, man. I think at this point, WoW's reaching, but yeah, I don't know. People seem to be kind of liking it. Maybe it's going to replace the whole end game content. Because I mean, obviously you'd play WoW to play the full thing, but I mean, end game wise, you'd play Plunderstorm, I guess. But yeah, anyways. Right, and that brings us to the yeah.
This is random, but it just popped up to me when you were saying One Piece.
Who
do you think has the best laugh in One Piece?
Oh, dog, Doflamingo, obviously. Number one,
that's
and then two, and then number two, it's the giants that raised Robin, not raised, but like from Robin's past. Yeah, I love that shit, bro.
My number two is Mama.
Oh God, no, fuck Big Mom, dude. Oh God, I hate her so much. That shit annoyed me, dog.
I like the Big Mom.
Yes. Oh
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Sweet, so that brings us to the halfway point. Guys, please go watch One Piece. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, not the live action, please, but yeah, go watch One Piece. But yeah, okay, so it brings us to the halfway point. If you guys are enjoying this so far, please leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, let's continue. All right, so moving on to the content creator side. I got stupid shit, so yeah, we'll be quick, I guess. All right, so first up, we've got Meow Dalen. Meow Dalen is a Twitch streamer who has now started a new meta, but for those of you who really know, it's not really a new meta. It's just it didn't really appear on Twitch. It appeared on YouTube before, but now she identifies as a dog, and on her streams she will be wearing a muzzle now and then, wearing a dog cone.
Wait. Is this the person who has what are those things called? Is it a kennel?
Yeah, she has a kennel. She also sometimes gets in a cage if she's misbehaved. She doesn't have boyfriends. She has caretakers or owners to look after her, who will come and feed her, give her belly rubs, and in public, yeah, she also live streams in public, whereby she'll be on a leash and on all fours in a mall in public. So funny enough, her name is Meow Dalen. So yeah, that's already confusing as it is. But anyways, she also goes to the bathroom outside. Obviously not in public, but you know, yeah, her knees, dog. Jesus, I thought the same. But yeah, obviously, for those of you who are obviously pretty curious and disgusting and dirty, but we don't judge. Yes, there is an OnlyFriends link.
Nah, I've
So
not been surprised. Like that probably would be like a required.
yeah, getting smashed by my owners. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah,
I mean,
guys.
whoever's doing that would fit the type for an OnlyFans.
Yeah. So is it bestiality? I
Like,
don't
if I
know, because
ever
it's a
have a
human.
daughter who has an OnlyFans, one of us is dying.
God damn. Okay. Well, yeah. So there's that on Twitch, but it's Twitch. Anyways, moving on. So there's been rumors obviously leading up to the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I'm sure you guys have been keeping up with the content. Obviously, we're all very curious. If Jake Paul wins, then we for sure know that boxing is rigged. Yeah, because
I've got money on him winning.
See, the thing is, Ned, they say if he wins, then we truly know boxing's rigged, like fully. Which
why is it rigged? He's fighting an old man who can barely keep up. Like, to me, the most obvious outcome is him winning. If he loses, that's when I'm like, nah, it's rigged.
I don't know, man. I've been seeing a lot of Mike Tyson's like trading shit,
yeah,
bro.
And that's what a lot of people are saying. Have you seen those Mike Tyson clips? Have any of those clips lasted longer than 10 seconds? That all of him just shots of him doing one thing and then it clips to the next movement. Like,
that's all he needs, dog. That's all he needs. He
does not have the gas to fight. So as long as he might have the power, I don't question his power, but he doesn't have the gas, the movement, and the young man's body for that. That's why I'm just like, it's a clear indication that Jake Paul is going to win. Like, I don't see any other results unless Jake Paul is stupid enough to run into it. But then again, it's a lose-lose situation for him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. Look, I'm not betting on anything. I'm just really keen to see the comment section, as always. Which, I mean, it's going to be live stream on Twitch, so I don't know if there's even going. I mean, not on Twitch, on Netflix. So I don't even know if it's going to be like comment section. This is the first time Twitch is doing this is the first time Netflix is doing a live stream, so I'm very curious to see how this is going to go.
It would be smart to put a comment section because that would drive up engagement.
Yeah, I know, but like moderation, my guy, like are Netflix prepared for this? Like, I'm sure with all the layoffs that have been happening on Twitch and possibly even Kick, if they're gonna hire people,
a business opportunity for Netflix, as opposed to them looking at it as, it's something which will drive viewership up on the platform. They could look at it as an entryway of bringing in a new type of content, live content, which they can have people commenting on, because comment and engagement is very important. But then if you don't have that, people are going to be commenting and engaging on Twitter and whatnot. But you don't want people to be going on other platforms to be talking about your thing. You want them to be doing it on your platform. So
no,
if I was Netflix, even though they don't have the capabilities of handling a live thing, I would experiment with this one and go through the pain points over here and then have another boxing thing down the line, maybe KSI or some other person who draws audiences.
Yeah, they've been speaking about even doing some live sports like golf, because I mean, where do people even watch golf? You know what I'm saying? Obviously soccer and them, they've already been taken by like the likes of like ESPN and all that other type of shit. So yes, probably not.
You basically, for those ones, you go through a bidding process.
Because I mean, even like celebrity paddle, which might become an actual thing down the line, might be then only on Netflix, but we'll see.
I was about to ask what the hell is that, but I was introduced to paddle this year and I'm just like, yeah,
bro,
I'm not gonna say anything more.
I was also introduced to paddle, but I'm not gonna lie, that thing fucking slaps. Like, oh man, what a fun ass game, bro. Like, yo. So yeah, so that's the news. Oh, right. Sorry. No, it's not the news. Jesus. Anyways, going back to it, right? So with the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing, so there's been, people have been saying, Jake Paul has been advised to wear headgear and all this type of stuff. He finally came out on the podcast on March 21st stating that these rumors are completely fake. No one's actually said that and advised. He even got someone who's helping him arrange the fight with Mike Tyson's people, stating and proving that Mike Tyson's people did not advise that. Nobody advised that. So it's just people, speculating shit. And yeah, that's all I have for content creator. Kojo?
He's gonna kill Mike Tyson.
We'll see, dog. We'll see.
And I don't mean kill as in beat. I mean as in he'll literally hurt Mike Tyson and his life will be in danger when we're hearing about internal bleeding and crap like that.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, Kojo.
One, I got nothing on content creator side. And two, is there a fight where there's going to be a winner or loser? Is there going to be a show fight like the Logan Paul and Logan Paul and Mayweather fights? Is it going to be like a show match where there's no winner or loser show match? Or probably. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably, I guess. But I mean, with all the hype they've been building on, no one really knows. So I mean, I don't think there's hate in it. I think it's literally just publicity, the usual.
Yeah, it's pure publicity because Mike Tyson has no reason to be going back to the ring at his frail ass age. But the money was probably damn good that he was like, alright, cool. Because Jake Paul said his team was the one who approached Netflix about the idea. Then with Netflix backing him, he approached Mike Tyson, and it took a couple of months to convince Mike Tyson's camp to do it.
And already, like, with the whole hype of it all, both podcasts have seen a significant rise, in listeners, because obviously they want to hear how these guys are talking about each other, preparing for the fight, this and this. So yeah, it's going to be a win-win, I guess, to some extent.
Nah, it's a lose-lose for Jake Paul, because here's the scenario. If he loses, people are going to clown him.
Facts.
If he wins,
they're gonna say it's rigged.
People are going to say it's rigged, and they're going to hate on him for beating on somebody who's as beloved as Mike Tyson is in the boxing world, where they're like, bruh, he's beating on an old man. Like, what is there in this? Blah, blah, blah. So that's why I'm like, it's a lose-lose. It doesn't make any sense why he would have gone for it. If he wanted a win-win scenario, he should have gone for an active MMA fighter or a boxer. That way, if he loses, people are like, at least he's finally fighting somebody who's actually, in the sport, who's active. And if he wins, then people are like, okay, we have to take this guy seriously. Because, like, for example, the Ngannou situation, where you faced against Fury. Although Fury's overweight and out of practice, first people are like, this is silly, especially like the Dana Whites, who were like, this is silly, this is pointless, and all of that stuff. But then how close he came to winning, people respected him. So that was a win-win for him. If he beats him, people are like, okay, we have to take this guy seriously. If he loses but puts up a good show, people are like, damn, actually, we should keep an eye on him. Although the fight against Joshua screwed all of that up.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, we'll see, man. I don't know. We'll see. All right, moving on to... Oh, wait, Max, do you have any content creator news?
Let's see. Nah, the only news I can think of is is it Asmund Gold? Or was it somebody else who's supporting George Not Found?
Yo, I don't know.
It is Asmund Gold.
Asmund. Okay. Because after last week's episode, I obviously went to go like search what he had done and shit. Now I see the severity of it, but I'm like, okay, well, I haven't seen anyone else react really yet, besides Twitter comments.
Because the story is all very murky. It's a lot of he says, she says, and a lot of changing stories, which is a red flag.
It's a red flag that Asmund's even mentioned, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Then moving on to the esports section. I don't have any. Wait, I do. No, I don't. Oh, as of this recording, TSM is it Team Liquid? No, yeah, it's Team Liquid. My bad. Team Liquid and 100 Thieves are going against each other in the All Stars for League of Legends. I think at the moment of this recording, we're on game 2. Yeah, we're on game 2. Okay. So far, I'm not going to tell you guys the score. Go watch that for yourselves. But yeah, So yeah, there's some esports news. I've been needing to give you guys some of that. Yeah, that's me. Kojo, esports?
Yes, you actually just reminded me of a big one, a huge one that just went over my head.
So, the ALGS. Please tell me you're going to speak about that.
Yes, that's what I'm going to talk about.
Thank you.
That's what I'm going to. It literally went over my head. Not the story, but like it didn't even occur to me to talk about it until you mentioned TSM by mistake. Funny enough. So
yeah.
Tell me, you know the story. Maxwell, do you know the story?
Yeah.
Probably not.
The biggest flop in EA and fucking Respawn history.
It is bad. It was trending across past gaming anyway. So yeah, just before you start, Kojo, before you start, I hope you haven't logged into Apex in the past week. I'm on console, so I'm good.
Okay, good. Sorry, continue.
No, okay, yeah. So during the ALGS, Jen Burton, who plays for Dark Zero, he was playing, and all of a sudden he was like, guys, I'm getting hacked.
Okay. I heard about this in passing, but I didn't give it any much attention.
It's crazy.
I didn't know it's that big of a deal. I just thought it's okay, they need to fix that. That's what I just thought.
No,
dude, it's huge.
It's fucking big.
Yo, man, I'm worried.
Excuse my language. Me too. So he was like, guys,
are sure you're not over exaggerating the depth of this?
No, trust me, dude. In 2024, not a chance.
So what's it called? Jen Burton, he all of a sudden on the screen, he could see the names of all the players. And he was like, guys, I have wall hacks. And then a brief pop-up of a hack client, or not hack client, what's it called? Cheat client that had all the cheats on it popped up on his computer. And he was like, guys, I'm cheating. I need to leave. So he left the game and he was just like, distraught. He was like, I don't know what happened. What's happening? And in that I don't know if it was that same match, but I think it might have been that same match. And on his screen, before I move on his screen, it showed up like Destroyer 24, the name Destroyer 24. I forgot exactly what it said, but it was something along the lines of Destroyer 84. No, Destroyer 2009. Sorry, Destroyer 2009 hack something in the chats. Oh, here it is. Apex. It says Apex hacking global series by Destroyer 2009 and random. That's what popped up on the chats. And another player called Imperial Hal, who is arguably the top one in Apex, he didn't get that client, he didn't get the message, but he felt that something was wrong in this game. So he was playing, all of a sudden he was like, guys, I have aim hack, I have aim bots, I'm cheating. And his team was telling like, guys, okay, don't shoot. It's like, no, I can't shoot, I'm not shooting. I have aim bots, I'm not shooting. So that was crazy. And as a result of that, they shut down the game, and then they postponed the ALGS regional finals indefinitely. And as for the LAN event, I don't know if the LAN event is still going to go on. Now, the reason why, there's so many reasons why this is a big. Actually, no, before that, EA and Respawn came out and said, the initial announcement or the initial thing they said was like, they know what happened. Player security is our top event. We are helping the teams, and we're helping everything. We're going to sort something out. And then later on, a few days later, they're like, okay, we've deployed the first of a bunch of changes to happen, and we're going to keep working on this. And also, so Imperial Hal, who I mentioned, who top one, his account got banned. And this hacker, Destroyer 2009, he gifted other people, like he gifted streamer Mandy 4,000 Apex packs, which are the loot boxes. So he was just gifting people packs, and it was a huge thing. And this Twitch streamer I recently discovered, called Pirate Software, he was a hacker. Well, hacking is his thing. He worked at Blizzard on StarCraft 2. He worked for the government. He hacked power plants for the government, to test the situation. So he was talking about it from his perspective. The reason why this is a big deal, Maxwell, is that it has messed up the integrity of the game now. Like, for one thing, pro play, like, nobody can, like, it's a lose-lose now, because nobody can get up and say definitively that someone's cheating, because now the person's going to be like, oh no, I was hacked. It wasn't me. I was hacked. And it's on the other side, everybody's gonna now be like, it's, how do I put it? Tell me, help me out here.
Okay, so like Max, the reason why this is so huge is because, for one, it's easy for you to individually be hacked, right? Multiple people, Imperial Hell as well as the first guy Koja mentioned, were hacked by the same person at the same time. What that means is that the hack started on one person's account and spread whilst in the game. Who knows what other player has now been hacked by Destroyer 2009 as well as random. The integrity, as Koja mentioned, is now definitely impacted by EA and Respawn, because it means if your anti-cheats that you have implemented since the day you've been having your cheat, allegations of so many cheaters being in Apex, which is one of the reasons, one of the biggest Apex streamers, Asu, even stopped playing. The fact that it happens live now, the fact that some hacker can just destroy an entire global series that Apex, EA, as well as the people who run the stadium where the audience is sitting and everything, all those commentators that are paid to, speak on the game, like the disappointment on their face when they had to be told to be like, hey guys, end the broadcast, like we got hacked, we need to shut this down. Like, you could see it on the guy's face where he was just like, we apologize for this, we don't really know what happened. Yes, they know that they got hacked, but EA actually does not know how this happened. They don't even know how it was even possible to be hacked live. This is like, okay, I don't want to put it like anonymous hacking, CNN live broadcast level, but it could be, because now it's screaming to every other game, thing, even Riot games now wondering, oh shit, are hacks now getting so advanced that they can hack live broadcast championships that are run on local servers? But that's wild. But anyways, yeah.
It's crazy. Because that's Tommy said, it's now gone to other esports. And people are scared. People are like on Reddit, people are like urging people, uninstall the game on PC. Uninstall or don't launch your game, or just wait until until EA and Respawn pull out
a patch,
whatever. So they use Easy Anti-Cheats. That's the company they use, and Easy Anti-Cheats came out afterwards and said, oh, we investigated, it's not us.
It's EA's integrity.
And it's wild, dude. For someone to hack a tournament like this,
like live, dog, that's wild to me.
It's fucking crazy.
That just means they like any antivirus you had has just been bypassed, completely.
And that's what this Pirate Software guy was saying. Pirate Software was like, Jen Burton, it seems like Jen Burton's, for some, like, because he was, like I said, he has history with hacking. And so he was like, the fact that the cheating clients popped up on Jen Burton's computer means that his PC is compromised. And he doesn't know how, but his PC is directly compromised, because how is the client popping up on his screen? Whereas for Hal, he didn't have that client pop up. So
for Hal, like, his character just started being in control of somebody else.
Hal's, it's just wild, dude. Like, I woke up and I just saw the world on fire, because like I didn't watch because the time zone off, because it's American time. So I fell asleep and I woke up to like Twitter and Reddit on fire, and I'm like, what is happening? And then I saw, and I was just like, this is, as much as I love the game and as much as I love the esports, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is real bad. But yeah, Maxwell, any questions?
Nah, I just don't get the big deal out of it.
Dude, Maxwell, this is a multi-million-dollar esports tournament that's happening here for money.
For me, I'm just like, these things happen, they need to do better. That's how I'm looking at the situation.
Maxwell, no, I can't think of any other time you can. No other esports tournament has been hacked ever in the history of esports. People have tried to cheat, but no esport has been hacked like this.
Max, let me put the severity out, and I'll put the severity out in this case, because essentially what this means is that with most hacking, to trace the origin of source, you have to first go back to the first computer it was located on. This thing spread already to another person's PC in a very short amount of time. And then in that being said, you know, going back to the whole loot box thingy where now this hacker was starting to give people loot boxes, you realize you have to kind of buy loot boxes. So they could have been using the person's credit card information and purchasing loot boxes and then just sharing them to his friends, to his buddies.
Yeah.
By accessing that tournament, you're accessing high-level streamers, because outside of these tournaments, these guys stream for a living. Outside of this tournament, you now have access to their accounts with their credit card details for their EA account, and you're just purchasing shit live while they're still trying to occupy. Oh, what happened to my game? What happened to in that time, dude? Niggas got your credit card details easy.
Yeah, that's something also Pirate Software said. He was like, it's for him to like buy packs, it must be credit card fraud somewhere.
Yes,
because those packs are not cheap, and also it affects people's livelihoods because, like Tommy said, these guys stream. Hal streams. He's the most popular Apex streamer. His account was banned. His teammate Verhulst, his account was also. So what are they supposed to do now?
Facts. And when your account gets banned, dude, your challenger status depletes. Well, I mean, obviously, people know Imperial Hal is a very good gamer, so they'll still allow him to compete. But by rule, you still have to have a rank that's up there. But for him to now have to start from scratch real quick, if like EA is unable to restore his stats, then he's kind of fucked.
Yeah. Because
the ALGS has to continue. They have to come back. They can't just cancel the full thing. There's so much money that was put into that. On top of that, they're going to have to spend even more money trying to bring everyone back to continue this thing.
And also they're going to waste more money on these new, what's the word I'm looking for? Fail safes that they need to put in place.
And the same amount of people who went to watch the first time probably can't afford to go the second time. Now they're going to have to refund those people so that they can come back to the event as if it was like the first time. There's so much PR and money that EA now has to sort out because of this. Like, it's shame, dude. But yeah. And this isn't the first hack Destroyer 2009 and Random have done.
Oh, it's not.
Like, they've done the fucking random bot.
That's what I was going to mention. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, dude, the moment you land on the ground, all of a sudden, it's as if an entire lobby of NPCs just comes up and beats you the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, imagine just 100 more people just landing in the same spot you landed, beating your ass. And they're not controlled by people. Dude, it's ridiculous.
It was bots. I saw that clip. He did it, Destroyer 2009 did it to Hal, where Hal landed. And as soon as he landed, bots just showed up.
Yeah. Like
a shit ton. And Pirate Software was like, that has to be a client side or server side. I think he said server side issue, because there's no way, like, he had to have hacked into the system of the game.
Because each game has a server capacity of 100 players, and then you do 60, I think. 60. And then you go ahead and do this. You're overloading the servers, bruh. They're gonna freeze. Everyone's gonna like now glitch out and everything and stutter and all this, and some poor soul's just getting his ass beat by like 100 fucking bots. It's just, nah, mate.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I don't advocate for hacking, but this guy is gangstered.
You know, okay, just so we can wrap this part up, but like the one thing, and I urge all streamers, if you're listening to this episode, please, when you are logging into your game, right, do not show the login screen, and make sure that your session ID, which always appears, usually in the corners of your screen, always, make sure your overlays or whatever are hiding your session ID. That is the one way to get hacked. It is the one way to absolutely get hacked. Please hide your session IDs always. That's it. That's all I gotta say. But I'm glad we touched. I almost would have forgotten this as well, but goddamn. All right, then that brings us. Max, do you have any esports on your side? Never know, dog. All right, that brings us to the discussion section. This was actually gonna pretty much be my discussion, and if not this, it was gonna be whatchamacallit. I already discussed it with the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, but yeah. So I don't have anything. You guys got anything?
I've got one, but I'll keep it for next week.
Kojo?
No, I was gonna, because Max told me about his discussion, so I was prepared for that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Sweet. That brings us to the news blitz. Max, what you got for us, bro?
All right. Very little blitz to talk about. I should have just mentioned this in the gaming news section. That way there's no blitz to talk about. But the one thing I wanted to mention, Larian Games have announced that they are not going to be making DLC for Baldur's Gate 3, nor are they working on Baldur's Gate 4.
Good.
They are disassociating themselves from Baldur's Gate as they will be working on something new, which they're saying will be even bigger and better than what they did with Baldur's Gate 3. And the general consensus with it is people are happy that they are moving away from Baldur's Gate, because apparently the people who own the Dungeons and Dragon IP, what were they called? What, some WOTV or something like that, like the acronym?
Wizards of the Coast?
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, absolutely. Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, apparently these guys are very scummy and people are not about them because they recently became owners of the Dungeons and Dragon thing, and they've been making a lot of changes, which is profit driven and anti-consumer, and people are not happy. So to hear Larian Studios is not working on Baldur's Gate anymore, people are very happy for it. And that's it.
Oh, wait. For me, news blitz wise, Fortnite has announced that the Fortnite Lego creator mode, you can now get paid for people to use your maps. So this is going to be very huge for those of you Minecraft lovers as well, who build so many incredible maps for people to use and actually get paid through Steam. You can now do the same on Fortnite. So I'm very keen to see most people do that. I think for myself, I've played Fortnite Lego. I think I have about 812 hours in just Fortnite Lego alone. Very fun game in the sense that, well, I like Lego and I like the whole crafting side of things. And I have my own little village. I don't really play with anyone, but if anyone's keen, just let me know. But yeah, anyways, the cool part about it is I'm going to get involved in this shit, like most definitely. I want to actually recreate some parts of I can't let you guys know where I live, but some parts of like the city that I live in, because shit like that is usually very funny to do and very fun. Yeah, it's pretty much like if you had to play GTA 5 RP of your own town and certain elements of it, it's the same kind of thrill and vibe. But yeah, so that's my news blitz. Kojo?
I got nothing. I was gonna mention the Sims.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
Yep.
Yeah, nah, all good. All right, that brings us to the end of episode 56. And we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And please shoot to like and subscribe. Yeah, it's been your boy Thamziri with Maxwell as well as Kid Kojo. And we'll check you guys on the next episode. So be good, stay healthy, and keep gaming. Peace out.